In the spirit of Carrie Bradshaw, Vogue UK recently proclaimed that having a boyfriend is now officially embarrassing. Women are hiding their partners online, reducing them to soft launches and confining them to close friends instead of putting them front and center on their feeds. Social media etiquette points to a greater shift in the dominant cultural narrative. As single women now reclaim and romanticize their fate, we've collectively decided that we need not be in a couple to be complete. Naturally, as a certified NBSB, several people sent the piece over as soon as it came out, and I've had mixed feelings about it since its release. This is something I talk about in my latest column. Hi, I'm Angel, and I'm the writer behind Generations on PhilSTAR Live, where I dissect Gen Z behaviors and trends weekly. On the one hand, I do agree we should be capable of standing outside the shadow of any man. Even those in a relationship should try not to be a girlfriend or someone who prioritizes their lover above all, but rather a girl with a boyfriend, among many other life enriching things. Personally, I feel like I've built an identity solid enough to remain unshaken by any prospective partner. Looking at the big picture, there's also the alarming emergence of the manosphere, a documented movement promoting hatred against women. Even those who claim to be the good ones are not safe, and when boyfriends are exposed for sinister reasons, it's still the girls that pick them who take the blame. With this, it's apparently best to keep our relationships under wraps, since being single is, as the article suggests, a more coveted status anyway. But honestly, I wish the conversation around singlehood was ever that simple. Though we're riding the fourth wave of feminism defined by championing intersectionality, breaking generational patterns, and ridding ourselves of the burden of emotional labor, it's difficult to feel secure in my individuality if I'm still bogged down by societal expectations. Family members still routinely ask me if I'm ever bringing a significant other to the function. Well meaning friends have told me it'll come to you when you least expect it more times than I'd care to admit. This is reflective of our collective mental conditioning. We were raised on the idea that romance is the highest affirmation of our external beauty and internal worth, and that achieving traditional milestones like marriage and family life is where all our roadmaps should lead. Modern algorithms reinforce this way of thinking too. It seems like there's always this new trend involving what boyfriends do and what boyfriends think and what boyfriends talk about, and the internet routinely eats it up. Extending past Gen Z, Philippine society has always functioned as a pro-natalist and highly familistic group. Even our institutions remain biased against those who are single, with various advantages for couples and families ranging from higher tax benefits to special allowances within the workplace. So unless we change these very conditions that we operate under, it will be impossible to just shrug off any insensitive comments and feel real resounding empowerment. Deep inside, I feel like I always will be influenced and maybe even incentivized to desire romantic love. One thing I've learned from being single since forever is that conversations about my civil status are always viewed in extremes. But they never have to be. Unpartnered life, like everything else, is rife with complexities and contradictions. Allow me to conclude this with an excerpt of my favorite book of all time, Arrangements in Blue by Amy Key. Plenitude of one love doesn't produce the pain or longing for a type of love that you want but don't have. But I know that longing for something doesn't mean life can't be good without it.